hour workday, you and Hari are fucking picking through the finger bucket, trying to find each other's thumbs. That's a best friend for life. Granted, the lifespan's only like 16, 17 years, still best friends for life. And you know, it's one of those things where I don't miss dating that much because there are things about dating that are annoying as shit. Like spending money. It's so expensive to spend money when you're dating. My last girlfriend, I went out to get her a chocolate cake for her birthday at Godiva. I went there, and we're all sitting, I'm sitting there, I'm talking about, like, you know, when's my cake gonna be ready? It's gonna be 5 minutes, man, just sit down and wait. I'm like, all right, I sat down, and while I'm sitting there, I see that they have chocolate strawberries in the cake, so I'm like, holy shit, I'm fat, I love those. I'll be honest with you tonight, I promise. And I'm like, God, I love those, let me get one of those. The guy puts it on the table and goes, all right, bro, that'll be $5. For a chocolate, I'm gonna eat 20 of these things, dude. Come on, help me out. And he's like, no, you don't understand, man. I give one of these to a girl, it's like a guarantee. And he winks. I'm like, dude, are you telling me there's a roofie in this? Or what? Because for $5, I'm gonna need that type of guarantee, and I'm gonna give it to her, it's a guarantee. He's like, no, dude, they just think it's romantic. I'm like, all right, listen, if you know where there's a party going on where girls are giving up for fruit, here's my number. Baskets of the shit. I'll get everybody away. Just help me and help you. Come on, man. And you know, going back to like the Bangladesh thing and me being fat, I think that's what we need in this country. We need sweatshops in this country tomorrow. Because I'm tired of seeing like the 500-pound family at Walmart. It's getting like just grazing in the Dorito land. You know? And you always see them walk in together and it's just like a herd and they're like Godzilla going to Tokyo. Just you know, the mom's in like aisle 8 buying tampons. I had no idea that Brawny made a tampon. No idea. Okay. But you know what the other thing is? I love when they get them on the TV shows and they're like, you know, they're talking about their kid, they're trying to lie through their teeth to the camera. I don't know why Johnny's overweight. He's 600 pounds, not overweight. He's like, he can't move anymore. And they're like, we think it's a sugar imbalance. Did you tell them that you're feeding him from a trough of McDonald's? Did you bring that up at all? It's ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging people. I know I'm not the most slender of people. But I have a medical condition that causes this. You might have heard of it. I'm Italian. Because Italians, we really don't have emotions. We just have different levels of hunger. You know, like when your girlfriend breaks up with you, that's like 3 plates of pasta and a cookie. You got different emotions, different levels of emotions. And I mean, it might be the fact that I smoked a lot of weed. It could be that. I don't know. I remember I went to a party and somebody gave me 2 cookies. And they're really strong. I was so hungry, I ate both of them. I get home, I ate the 3rd one. I couldn't move for 2 days. But the thing I hate the most is when you go to a party and there is that asshole who has to ruin it for you. Like you're smoking are there any cops in the room before I tell this story? I'm smoking a lot of weed. He's going to meet me outside. Can I get your autograph? Is this a subpoena? What is this? And anyway, no funny. Anyway, I'm at a party and this guy comes up to me and he ruins my high. He comes up and he's like, hey man, what are you smoking, weed? It's all in your head, dude. I smoke weed, never got me high, never. You know this is the dude who smoked his brother's grass clippings because he had nothing. He probably needed 20 bucks. And he was like, here man, here's some really good shit. Why does it have cricket in it? It's good, it's market, don't whatever. And that guy pisses me off because that would be like me walking up to a parent and being like, hey, you should give your kid more McDonald's. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I shouldn't be telling you what to do with your kids. You shouldn't be telling me what to do with drugs if you have no input. And I don't mean you smoked half a joint with your cousin and passed out. I'm talking about them a real experience like I did last weekend. I was coming home from a party, too high to drive, I'm responsible enough to do that. I walked home. Doubting me? I walk home and I get inside high as shit and I walk in and I'm like, oh no, where's my weed? Oh, so I go back out scanning the neighborhood for this bud I just dropped. And I find it and I'm like, holy shit, it's over a deer. dude, are you high too? He was like, yeah, I'm fucking baked. That's some dank shit you got there, pal. And I was like, no. I was like, you need a cigarette? He's like, yeah, I'll take a cigarette. So I gave him a cigarette, we started smoking, and we had a nice conversation. It was cool. He's like, dude, why are you always driving home drunk, hitting my buddies at like 4 a.m.? What's up with that? And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. Just don't jump out in front of my car. He's like, all right, man, we're gonna be good. I'm like, I gotta go back inside. I'm really high. He's like, all right, man, I'll hit you up tomorrow for, hanging out. So I gave him a hug, and I went back inside. And I woke up the next morning to see if my friend wanted to meet up for breakfast, and across the way on my neighbor's lawn, there's a lawn ornament with a cigarette burn and a broken neck from where I hugged it. If you haven't been that high, you can't talk to me. That's the rule. I'm sorry, that's how it goes.
Yeah, man.
And I have a lot of pressure. I don't like where I live. I don't like the town I'm in. I thought it was New York that was going to piss me off more and more. So I got away for a little bit. I went down to Miami. And I got on the plane to Miami. And whenever I get on a plane, I always secretly hope that once we're at altitude, we just start to go down. Just long enough for the guy next to me to scream out whatever his secret is. And he's just going to be screaming, I'm gay! I'm gay! And then we can level off. Because once we level off, you have his dad 3 seats up like, I knew those men fitness weren't anything important. You don't even go to the gym. And we would land and everybody at the resort would know. And you just hear the pilot like, we would like to thank everybody for remaining calm in this event. And we'd like to thank John by sending back some complimentary nuts for you. Well, we got to Miami and I realized quickly what Miami was really all about. Miami is about drinking way too much, staying long days in the hot sun, and not sleeping very much. And I'm like, holy shit, this is perfect. This is the perfect environment for girls to make a mistake like me. What I didn't account for was that guys who had girlfriends down there knew that. And every time I talk to a girl at the beach, I'm not that threatening, really. I'm a heavyset Italian dude from New York. Do I really look threatening to you? And I talked to this one girl, and this guy saw me 20 feet away. He's smacking little kids in the head, just trying to get to his girlfriend. These girls were better protected than like Obama at a Cape Cod. It was ridiculous.
But now that we've talked
I had
about
one
it, fucked up your
chance
entire
this whole
life.
trip. The last day we're there, I sit down at South Beach and I see these 2 beautiful Spanish girls. I'm talking just washed up on the beach today. They're the best fresh, I'm telling you. So I'm like, make a move, nobody's around. So I go over and I'm like, all right, can I sit down here? And one girl was like, give me the head nod. So I sat down next to her and I'm like, that's nice. Start a conversation before they leave. So where are you girls from? And this beautiful Spanish girl looked me right in the eyes and said, the Bronx? And she must have seen the disdain in my face for that answer because she pulled out her knife and stabbed me like 3 or 4 times. And then all 20 of her kids ran over and kicked the shit out of me repeatedly. And that was my last day. I'd like to thank you guys for being an amazing audience.